Hello and welcome everyone to another Slay the Spire stream. Today we're going to be playing the Defect. Last time we completed both the Ironclad and the Silent on Ascension 1, and today we're going to be attempting the Defect. Defect is definitely one of my worst characters to win on, so I really hope that we can manage this. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's have a look. Okay, let's set up this. There we go. And let's look at the whale bonus. Good. I would always recommend not choosing anything here, but rather having a look at the rest of the act and just seeing what you're up against. So it's a Hexaghost act, which means that dark orbs are probably going to be really useful. I mean, dark orbs are generally pretty useful, but especially I think against Hexaghost. You can also channel a lot of lightning orbs to deal with this, or go into more like a claw-based variant of a defect deck. But claw is always a little bit iffy. You usually have to combine that with All for One or something like that to really make it work. Let's look at the rest of the act. So lots of shops here. Not really a big fan of that. Not really a big fan of early shops. But it looks like we have this path right here, which does lead to an early elite, and we can avoid the shops very well. Maybe we can get some gold in these two question marks, and then head over this way to maybe go down this route. Or if we don't feel like fighting this elite, then we can take the safer option here with the campfire. I really like that we have a campfire over here. That definitely gives us options for going up this way if we do decide to go this route over here. So we're just basically looking for options right now. Can we snipe any elites? 3 cards. Oh, that might be an option actually. 1, 2, and then snipe this elite. That might be an option. Yeah, so if these two are not no fights, then we can snipe this elite actually. So that would be nice if you take this. Removing 2 cards, not a big fan of that. I think I'll be taking this here. I think the opportunity for us to snipe this elite here or this elite. Because if we go here, we can also go this way to this elite. That sets us up better for this next elite fight, if we do manage to get it. So let's take this and then head out. So the nice thing about the defect is it starts off with a lightning orb, and all of the enemies have 1 HP, so we can just end our turn if we fight only 1 enemy. Ball lightning, very good starting card. Please no fight, thank you very much. Definitely gonna take 3 potions. 3 very good potions. Wow, I like all of them. Fairy in the bottom, maybe the least the least good one, I would say. Oof. Okay, so Dark Orb here and AoE, so I'm probably gonna do that. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Toxic Egg is always a great relic, so finding this here means that we won't be able to find it in the rest of the run. So yeah, that is definitely unfortunate. But yeah, really happy that we can find a Dark Orb here. I wonder if it's worth it to not go to this shop then anymore, but rather go this route and just hope that this is not a fight. With the Dark Orb, I think we're pretty well set up to fight an elite regardless of whether it's a fight or not. So I think we'll go down this route now. So this is something you have to do as well. Is you have to think about, okay, what do I actually want to achieve with this, with my options, and do I want to? You have to be able to make really quick decisions on where you need to or want to go. Go for the eyes here is usually pretty decent. Getting the weakness is definitely very nice. Let's take a go for the ice. Not a fight, that is perfect. Just gonna take the max HP here. And then we get a free elite. Very nice. Preserved insects is a great relic. Let's see what we get. Oh my goodness, we have such a good deck already. I didn't even look at the other cards. Like, this is electrodynamics is just so good. It's insane. If we now fight the sentries in the next fight, in this fight over here, man, we're gonna be set up so well. Wow, this is incredible. I'm not gonna drop the ancient pot. I'm also the capacity potion might be useful against Hexa Ghost. Now I'm regretting that I took go for the ice, because it's gonna be a dead card at some point pretty soon. The strength pot is just so good. I think it's worth dropping Fairy in the bottle here. I don't think I'll proc. It's still really early ascension, so I don't think I'll get into trouble anytime soon. Definitely gonna upgrade electrodynamics. We're pretty much always gonna play this card, so that's how I kind of decide what to take and what not to take. Wow, this is an insane first hand. I'm gonna take 5 damage here, and that's it. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon, but nope, I didn't. This is gonna do 9 damage at the end of my turn, and then I'm just gonna yep, end the turn. Keep ending my turn. Man, such a good find. Calipers also can come in really handy. Gonna take some compile driver. We already have 2 different orbs, so getting some card draw is gonna be nice, and it's also some damage. I feel pretty confident that we can take on this elite, especially with the potions that we have. So against Gremlin Knob, I'm just gonna artifact potion against the vulnerability that it does against me. So I think we should be set up here. Question card, very nice. Just get an additional card to choose from. This one is even better, the Lagavulin. He's gonna heal a little bit, but yeah. I think regardless, it's a good fight for us to take. So I'm definitely not gonna compile driver. I'm thinking if it's worth it to start this turn, or if I should wait until next turn and then just play electrodynamics with a capacity orb. I think I do use the potion of capacity this turn, because the chances are that we're gonna get another potion, and then we're just gonna waste one of our slots here. So I may want to use this now. We're strong enough already to fight the Hexa Ghost, so we don't have to worry about that really. But yeah, just gonna end my turn here and not break the shield yet. Okay, potion of capacity, electrodynamics, and a go for the eyes. And now we just have to focus on defense pretty much. We're gonna play compile driver to see if we can get any more defensive stats. We can't, so I'm just gonna take 18 damage here. Didn't want to play the Doom and Gloom. I think it's too slow with the amount of damage that we have from our orbs, so I'm just gonna play 3 defense here and let our orbs do the damage. Next turn we can play dual cast and stuff like that, so we still have a lot of damage going for us. I think Doom and Gloom into dual cast will do the trick. Perfect. Bag of Marbles, a really good card. Starts the enemies off with vulnerability, and here we have it, another potion. Okay, we are strong enough to fight the heart. This card alone is pretty insane. Together with electrodynamics, I mean that's run winning, and we're on floor. We were on floor 10 there. Sick, very sick. Yeah, not gonna take any curses. Our deck is good enough right now that we don't really need the extra curse. Again, gonna take some damage here. Oh, maybe one strike would have been enough there. I can't remember. And cost. Perfect. Strength pot, very unfortunate. I think I'm gonna take that over the Blessing of the Forge. Gonna upgrade the bias cog here. And then I am just gonna head to the Hexaghost fight. 10 damage, that's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate actually. Just gonna go here. And then finish him off with the with another strike, I think, and then just to defend. I wouldn't be able to kill another one, so I'll just play it safe. It's actually not a bad thing to be low on health against the Hexaghost, because on turn 2 he does an attack that is based on your current health. So the higher your current health is, the more damage it actually does. Let's go here. Maybe I should have dual cast it before actually. I think that would have been better. And I think I'll just double defend just to not take any more damage. Because here I can just play this and then we can just win. This is 9 damage. The curl up is not going to be affected by the damage of the orbs, so I can just end my turn and win. Another potion that we can't use, and another bias cog that I will definitely take. Holy look at this deck already. How insane is this? I mean, this is definitely Ascension 1. Like, you can really feel it here. You would just not find this many rare cards in the first act. That is absolutely insane. Man, that is massive. So sick. Probably gonna use one of the artifact. I'm gonna use the artifact potion here. Gonna play electrodynamics, and I don't really want to play compile driver because if I draw bias cog, then I can't play it. So I'm just gonna play a strike here. Definitely want to. Well, we would have drawn a biased cog, but luckily we also drew weakness. And here I'm just gonna play an artifact charge, and the biased cog it gives you 5 focus, so it's gonna increase the damage of our orbs here. But at the start of your turn, you lose 1 focus. The thing is, if we play an artifact charge, this debuff of losing 1 focus is actually going to be taken up by this, and we're just going to receive 5 focus until the end of combat. I do want to play this biased cog as well because I'm a greedy fucker, so now we do have 1 debuff on us that will make us lose focus the rest of the game. But I think we're so strong now that it really doesn't matter at this point. If we just keep these orbs alive, or at least keep orbs popping up, then we should be golden to deal with our enemy here. Man, I can really feel that we're lacking defense, so that is something that I'm going to add into the deck next. As you can see, I'm just not able to block any of its attacks. We may run into issues there. I don't think we will, because we're just so OP currently. But yeah, it's definitely not a good thing to not be able to defend. So let's see if we can get some defense going. I think I don't want another biased cog. I think it's weird to... It feels weird for me to say this, but I think the buffer here is better. Maybe even the rainbow. So the rainbow is a way for us to channel some frost orbs. And we currently don't have that at all. So if we get any sort of frost orbs going or anything like that, then it's an easy win. But until that time, I think we're going to take the buffer and just upgrade it at the next possible campfire. Another biased cog I think would just be overkill, because I just don't think we'll be able to use it effectively. Finding a mummified hand or something would be really nice. But yeah, I'm gonna take the buffer here just to have a safe option. Snecko Eye is an option. Not the greatest here, I think. Joker might be alright. So Snecko Eye makes you confused, but you start draw 2 additional cards each turn. And confuse is basically that you, whenever you draw a card, the amount of energy that it costs is somewhere between 0 and 3. So it makes sense to play to take that relic when you have a lot of really expensive cards. But our cards are like not that expensive. We have like 3 2-cost cards, but the rest is pretty cheap. Joker is a card that gives you an extra energy, but you cannot play more than 6 cards a turn. And Runic Durm is you also gain an energy, but you can no longer see the enemy intent, so you don't know if they're attacking, if they're defending, stuff like that. So I'm gonna take the Joker here. I don't see Snecko Eye being super useful, especially because we need to know when we need to defend. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the Joker. Let's see. So I feel like we can take on elites very easily. Maybe the Book of Stabbing is going to be challenging, but I think Slavers is going to be easy with our Electrodynamics Doom and Gloom setup. I think also Book of Stabbing might be alright, but like I mentioned, we're just not that good at defending just yet, so we need to find some defensive options. And saying that, I'm looking at this route right here. Maybe something like this, and then just leave ourselves open. Like this can potentially be 3 elites if we want it to be, and we get an early shop which also gives us options for relics, and we get 3 more hallway fights where we can find frost orbs or something like that to really flesh out our deck. And later on we just can avoid this elite and just take 2 more campfires if we so wish to do so. So yeah, I'm gonna go here. Okay, Dofa the Eye is really handy here. If you weaken the birds, they do no damage at all. So definitely very, very nice to have that. And right here, I'm just going to damage this bird 3 times so that it is stunned and falls on the ground. And I don't even have to worry about this damage anymore. Yes. So we don't have any. We don't have enough attacks to stun either of these targets. So what I'm thinking is, I'll just biased cog into a ball lightning, strike and defend. So this is 3. So if I hit this one, then we maybe avoid some damage. But yeah, it's just not a great turn for us. So yeah, we were able to kill this. I'm really happy about that. But yeah, this would have been a lot easier if we found Electrodynamics a little bit earlier. Definitely gonna take some defensive options here, and I think Force Field Plus is a really good one. Costs 1 less for each power card played this combat, since we have a lot of powers already. So we have 4 right here out of the 8 cards that we added to our deck. So that's, I think this one can be really good later on. So again, lacking defense here. So I'm going to play the Zap just so we can potentially find the biased cog and make our life a little bit easier, and just have 3 orbs channeled already when we play it. So playing biased cog here just automatically wins, and also playing the buffer, so that's it. Easy peasy. I think I'm gonna take Cold Snap over Capacitor, which is a really weird. Maybe in the Self Repair. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, we're finding some really, really good cards, so I'm really happy about this. Capacitor is an absolutely amazing card. I think there are more commons for Frost Orbs, so that is why I'm leaning less towards Cold Snap and more towards Capacitor and Self Repair here. And that also means that Self Repair is also works with our Force Field, so it's another power that we add, that we can play. And I think this can... I think I'm going to take the Self Repair Plus, just because it's upgraded. I think if it wasn't upgraded, then I would go for the Capacitor here. Capacitor just again, it just wins you the run. If you channel loads of orbs with loads of power, with loads of focus, you just win the run. But in this case, I'm going to take the Self Repair and hope that we can find some what's it called later. So let's weaken that one. Compile driver. Again, not finding any defensive options, which is really bad. And I played the biased cog here early because I think we can kill these enemies off pretty soon. Gonna play the biased cog into the force field because now it's a little bit cheaper and it also blocks for the full amount, and then just keep on piling on more orbs to work with the thingy that we have with the focus. And I think this should just outright win. Yeah, it does. It's so insane. Biased cog and electrodynamics is oof. See it, okay. A really good option, really good choice that we didn't take the Frost Orb earlier. Here's another card that can give us Frost Orbs, and this one is actually a lot better than the other one. So Cold Snap is good, so the previous one, it's an attack that gives you a Frost Orb, but this one actually lets you draw a card, so it's a lot more versatile, and it actually upgrades to letting you to draw 2 cards. So yeah, that's really, really handy right there. Let's see, Mummified Hand. Ooh, Bag of Prep. That's really good as well. And a Capacitor. I really want this. I really want that. Can we afford membership card? Bag of Prep. I think that's a yes. So this counts all of the products in the shop. And also all of the card removes and stuff like that. So there's 152, and half of this is like 70-ish, something like that. So we are easily able to afford this and the Bag of Prep. And I really want the Capacitor then as well, because that's pretty much all of the options that I wanted from the previous card reward. I have then. So I'm gonna take this, and I think the Capacitor over a card remove, although a card remove would be really juicy as well to get rid of some of these strikes. I think getting rid of strikes here is actually better than a Capacitor, as weird as that sounds. Maybe not if we start going into Frost Orbs actually. So I think if we want to add more Frost Orbs, then we also need more orb slots to both defend and deal damage. And these Frost Orbs can actually work really well with Calipers as well, where you don't lose all of your block if you have a ridiculous amount of block at the end of your turn. So one thing that is really important to note here is that when you're in shops, always look at these 2 cards here, these colorless cards. There's one that is called Panacea, and that gives you artifact charges, and that works really well with biased cog. So whenever you have a biased cog, don't forget to check these 2 cards. Usually they're not too great, these 2, but there are certain situations where they come in really handy. Since I am going to be going more into the Frost Orbs, I'm going to choose the Capacitor here over a card remove. We may be able to remove some of these strikes later on, or we can transform them into other cards here. There are certain events that let you transform cards. yes, we can take 5 max HP. I don't want to take a curse, and we don't have the golden idol to get the bloody idol. So I'm going to take 5 max HP, and I think I'm just going to heal at this campfire, and then take the elite fight. I think we're more than strong enough to fight elites right now, but I do think we should be a little bit more healthy. Book of Stabbing is definitely one of the worst ones, so it's really unfortunate that we got that. I'm going to drink a strength potion here. Right off the bat. Yeah, Electrodynamics is just such a good card here. And then I'm just gonna defend, I think. Definitely a tough enemy to face. So what I'm thinking of is, yeah, I think it's capacitor, defend buffer. Maybe this is actually that was actually a really bad one. So the buffer charge is just going to block 1 damage. So the first damage that is coming in is 6, which means that the block is going to go, and then there's 1 damage that is left, and that is actually going to be blocked by the buffer. So instead of the defend, I should have played a strike here. And since that's also amplified by our strength, that would have definitely been the better choice. So that's a misplay on my end. So here the cool-headed coming in clutch with 1 frost orb giving us 12 block, which is absolutely insane. And we have a free week, and then also there is self-repair at the end of the combat. We are gonna heal a little bit. Force field is costing 0 here because we played so many powers, so that's really good. And yeah, I can just play the rest of my cards and just win this turn. Very good. I don't think I want another buffer, because if it was upgraded, I would take it, but right now it's not that great. I do want to upgrade this buffer, but I don't think I want another one. And I don't think we can take this elite, actually. So the question now becomes, do I take 2 upgrades? Or am I gonna take a fight where I hopefully can get some health back with self-repair? And if that goes badly, I can still pivot to this campfire and either heal or upgrade. So what would I upgrade? I would upgrade either buffer or capacitor, I think. Maybe even the cool-headed. So the next elite fight is going to be a lot easier because we just have to find electrodynamics and then we win. So that's good to know, because it cannot be Book of Stabbing again. So knowing that, I think I'm going to take this route here and then decide next turn what we're going to do. Okay, depending on when we find electrodynamics, this may be an easy fight, but it may also be a tough fight. Definitely going to play that. Gonna play that. And then that. Maybe I should have played my Go for the Eyes on one of the others. Because as soon as we get electrodynamics, we want them to be on similar amounts of health. Okay. Okay, I think this is just an easy win now. Yeah, good. Okay, we got some health back there, and we actually got a potion and a chill. Yeah, I'm gonna take the chill here. The more enemies we face, the better. The more frost orbs we generate, and we actually also got an energy potion, which can also come in really handy. Let's see, or a calcum. That is actually not a bad relic. So the way Orichalcum works with Frost Orbs is if you don't have any block, and the Frost Orb channel at the end of the turn, you also get the block from Orichalcum on top of the Frost Orb. Obviously, that only works if you don't have any block, because this only triggers if you don't have any block. But yeah, this can be really, really, really good. Definitely gonna play Go for the Eyes. I don't want to play the Defend here. Playing the Defend would actually be a mistake, because we get more block from Orichalcum passively than we would gain from a Defend, which is only 5 blocks. So this is 6 here, and the Defend is only 5. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play this bad boy, this one here, and then I hope and pray that one of them will hit this little tiny goblin right here. Perfect. And then we want to take a little bit of damage right there. I don't think I want to play this already, do I? I think I'm gonna wait. Am I? Nah. I think we can do so much damage in this turn only that it doesn't matter if our thingy goes a little bit low here. So those goblins here, those gremlin wizards, are actually absolutely insane for us. Electrodynamics, perfect. Oh, that's such a good elite fight. So these wizards, they didn't attack. So even if we didn't find electrodynamics this turn, we would have for sure found it next turn, because it was the last few cards of our discard pile. So yeah, that was really good. I do want to take a little bit more defensive options. I don't know that these are them though. I like Charge Battery, but it's not that great because we're already quite late in the game. This is more like an early game card, so I'm gonna skip here. I definitely feel like we can take on another elite. So let's weaken this bad boy. Play that, and then 3 defense, just to full block against this enemy. So I would really like to find this here. Then I play this. And again, I don't want to play the defend here because our Orichalcum actually blocks more than the defend. So right here you can see we get the 6 block from our Orichalcum and then the 7 from our Frost Orb. And another Biased Cog, another Frost Orb, and Electro. Perfect. GG. So we're just healing in these fights now, which is nice. Don't want any of these. So I'm just gonna, like, just for reference sake, I am just gonna quickly play my turns here, and I quickly decide what I take and what I don't take. If you wanna have a look back at what I have taken so far and what I why I took certain cards, then you can always watch my YouTube videos, and you know, you can take your time and really look at the options. Let's see, do we want to take this route right here with 2 question marks and then an elite, or question mark elite and then a question mark again? I don't think we need to get any stronger, so I think I'll take this path right here. Okay. I really hope we don't get a decay. Okay, that's good. Deep breath. That's not a great card. There's another decay. I definitely don't want a zap. So here I'm just gonna take the one that I know is not a zap, because if this would be a zap, then I would be in bad shape. I also don't want a blizzard, and I also don't want a steam barrier. This event was a dud. That is not a problem. We can just take on another elite. Again, I feel like we need to do something. Take some kind of potion. Drink some kind of potion against this enemy. I think I'm just gonna drink the strength pot again. Strength pots are not that great against with our current deck. But since we have the vulnerability on turn 1, we can actually make use of the strength quite efficiently on turn 1. Again, not gonna block. Orichalcum blocks for more than the defensive cards. I could have played 2 defensive cards, but I still would have taken damage, so I'm not gonna do that. So here, Buffer actually does something. Because the first damage that it prevents... So Orichalcum will block for 6 at the end of the turn, which is exactly one of the attacks from the enemy. So the second one will be blocked by the Buffer charge. Maybe I should have played Compile Driver first, since we have 2 orbs here, but yeah, I didn't see that. And now I don't want to play it anymore, because we may draw something that is actually useful for us if we were to draw it. Yeah, there we go. Biased cog, and this should kill. Perfect. Pair, more max HP, that's great. Rainbow. It's actually not that bad here. Because we have so much focus, we can actually take the rainbow and get away with it. We can also upgrade it to play it more often. I think getting more frost orbs is good, and rainbow is one of the ways to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some gold for a relic. Not the problem. Oh, anchor is really, really good. Oh, anchor is really good for us. So anchor, start each combat off with 10 block. That is really, really nice. So it just helps in a turn 1. Like we're at our weakest in the first like 1 or 2, maybe 3 turns. So this helps us a lot with that. Let's upgrade. I don't think we need any more health against this enemy, and I'm gonna upgrade the capacitor. I don't think I need to upgrade the rainbow just yet. We have lots and lots and lots of orb generation, so I don't feel like that's a priority just yet. I may play the energy potion here. Is it necessary? Not really. But I really want to play the capacitor, and electrodynamics is a must here, and I think the self-repair is also pretty decent. Maybe I could have not played the self-repair but played the zap instead, but yeah, I don't think it matters too much either, to be honest. Definitely gonna play both bias cogs here and then just chill. With the chill, I defend for more than I need to, and yeah, I can just kill at this point. We can defend everything that the enemies throw at us, and the electrodynamics will just take care of any enemies that we face. Doom and Gloom really handy here. Getting some dark orbs going is really, really good. Because this enemy always ends up just being alone at the end. Okay, more dark orbs, and I think I'm just gonna leave this one here. Play the buffer charge. So right here, as you can see, we generate a lot of block, and we actually keep loads of it because of our calipers. So calipers app, such a good card. Since we have another dark orb channeling, I'm just gonna evoke this one. And just gonna summon another one actually. I think we should be able to win from this point onwards with our current block and the amount of dark orbs that we have. So more block is always appreciated. And now I'm just gonna get the dark orb to the front and just wait for dual cast, and then we win. Dual cast and we win. Perfect. Block pot, very useful, and an Echo Form is absolutely insane. Echo Form is not that great with Choker, since it double plays the first card played each turn, and yeah, double cards, because you play something twice, it still counts towards these cards from the Choker. I don't think we need to rest, actually. I think our deck is good enough right now that we don't need to rest necessarily. Do I need to smith anything, actually? I think that's the better option. I don't think I need to smith this. I mean, this would be nice, but it's also not a must. So maybe this one would be better. What would we do at camp? What have we done so far at campfires? We've rested once. And the rest, maybe we can just yeah, I think we can get away with Coffee Dripper. Our deck is pretty defensive right now with all of the frost orbs that we can channel, and we also have the self repair to help us out if we actually do get into a sticky situation. And oh no, okay. Oh, I thought for a second that that I couldn't choose it anymore. And we can also double play the self repair with our echo form if we get that in play. So there are some ways for us to get more health than we actually should. We don't have that much gold, but I do want to hunt a lot of elites. Since that will, since we have preserved insects, elites are actually a lot easier than they would usually be. What elites can we find here? We can find Nemesis. That one should be alright to deal with. We can find... What else can we find? Reptomancer should be really easy to deal with because we have electrodynamics. And then another one is the Giant Head. Giant Head is going to be potentially pretty difficult. But also there, I think we should be able to deal with that one as well. So I'm looking at this path right here. Lots of question marks, not so much hallway fights. I don't think we need any more hallway fights to make our deck stronger necessarily. So I'm just looking at question marks here to get some events going for us. Okay. Some doom and gloom. Okay. Taking some damage already. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna kill this guy off and then wait for my thingy to come around again. I'm gonna strike this one and then dual cast. So the Dark Orb always, when you evoke it, it always targets the lowest health enemy. So you pretty much always know which one is gonna hit. Cool-headed, double biased cock, and this will be enough defense to last me the rest of the combat, I think. Yeah, because of calipers. So now I'm going to play Echo Form. I don't want to play any sort of lightning orbs because then we're just going to kill it. I just want to cycle back to my what's it called here? Lol. To my self-repair. And after that I can kill it. So I'm just gonna play... Oh, that was actually quite bad. Because I could have drawn self-repair there and screwed up my turn, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, getting self-repair here is absolutely so necessary because of Coffee Dripper. Losing health is just... You cannot lose health when you take Coffee Dripper. Genetic algorithm can potentially be pretty good. I think it's a little bit late to get that though. Recursion is another one that is actually quite interesting because we do have dark orbs. And we can channel quite a few of them with Rainbow and Doom and Gloom. Especially once we start upgrading Rainbow, which is most likely going to be the next upgrade that I'm going for. Yeah, it's going to be the next upgrade that I'm going for. So I think Recursion might come in really handy to get a really big Dark Orb going. We're fighting Dono and Deka. That's not too bad, but still, I think the Recursion is gonna be useful for us. This is potentially a really tough fight, depending on what we draw. So I'm gonna play the two Biased Cogs right now. That may come to bite me in the butt. We do have to find electrodynamics early now. That is not an electrodynamics. I'm gonna play this again. Not blocking because if you have Orichalcum, I think that's pretty standard right now. Yeah, we are gonna take some damage here, eh? So it's gonna play double. It's gonna double play the electrodynamics, and they're just gonna kill everything. We did take some damage on in this fight, but yeah, it is what it is. Another self-repair, maybe another dart. I think Darkness Plus here is really good. So this helps us to get a bigger darkness, bigger dark orbs, which can be really good. Upgrade a card, like I said, definitely gonna be the rainbow. Gonna be able to play that more often and more consistently. That is really unfortunate since I really wanted to go through this merchant. We do have a membership card, so that is quite nice. I think I'm just gonna card remove and then move to the next shop. I don't see anything that I particularly like here. Gambling chip is really good. Maybe the gambling chip would have been the right call here, actually, now I think about it. This is useless, and the rest is kind of like not that great. I mean, the Master of Strategy, maybe the Master of Strategy is good, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this. So the Master of Strategy just lets us get to our important cards quicker, like the Echo Form, like the Biased Cog, but especially the Electrodynamics. So if we would find some bottled lightning, with which we can put a power in our starting hand, that would 100% go on the Electrodynamics. Actually, now to say that, maybe not 100%, because there's also a world in which Echo Form can be put in our starting hand. But yeah, let's move on to the next shop. I still do want to have this upgrade here. I think, are there still upgrades that we want? This is alright to have upgraded. It's gonna cost us 0 then, it's not that important. Upgrading Master of Strategy to get us 4 cards is really useful. Chill might actually be a decent upgrade, to have like at least one Dark Orb at the start of our turn, or at least one Frost Orb at the start of a turn. But I think this is also a really good one. So I think it's either between Master of Strategy and Cool Headed, and I think I'm leaning towards the Master of Strategy then. So I was just looking if there's another shop up here, but since there is not, I'm gonna take this one. Defragment. That's also a unfortunately no panacea, so we're not gonna be able to play around with artifact charges. Defragment, another way to gain focus. I'm not sure if we need it at this point, but it's focus that stays. So that's, obviously really useful. But since we have 2 biased cogs already, I don't think we need any more focus. I think I would rather get to my good cards quicker, so I'm going to remove a strike. So removing 2 strikes here is really powerful, so we make our deck a lot better in this way. I'm going to take the upgrade, upgrade Master Strategy like I said earlier, and then fight the Elite. Reptimounts are probably the weakest of the enemy that we could be facing, and I'm gonna play the Electrodynamics, Doom and Gloom, then a Darkness to upgrade both of my Dark Orbs. So I basically want to get these as big as possible now. Pretty easy turn, I think. Just play everything that you have, pretty much. So the force field is just going to be more. It's just going to be. I was going to say the force field is just going to be cheaper and cheaper the more cards we play. I was thinking about waiting until I get Echo Form and then going for the self repair. I may actually let's just go for that now I think about it. I think we can go for that, so we should go for that. I think we should approach it like that. We have 3 orbs, so there's a high chance that we get Echo Form this turn, and then we are also going to be able to play it. We should have enough defense with all of our Frost Orbs, and this is going to kill itself now. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, playing the Rainbow here may not be the right choice. Now that I think about it. So it's going to evoke 2 orbs, these 2. And then this orb cannot kill the dagger. And then this orb will always evoke onto the dagger. So we can actually play. Oh shit, this is going to double play. Yeah, GG. That's unfortunate. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. That is really unfortunate. Well, we didn't get to heal this turn, this fight. White Beast statue really, really helpful with the potion belt. Oof, that's a good one. Creative AI might be really good as well here. I think we're just adding cards to our deck that don't we don't need this. We don't need this at all. I don't think we... Actually, I'm not going to take this. I think this... If we had a Mummified Hand or something like that, something that interacts with powers, or a Bird-Faced Urn, where we get healing from playing powers, then I would take something like this. But I don't think here we desperately need this. I'm going to skip here, and then again at this campfire, just going to upgrade something, and I'm going to upgrade the Cool-Headed. More card draw is better odds of us finding the right cards at the right moment. I'm gonna go this way because I definitely want to fight another elite. Now the question becomes, do we want to fight the heart or not? I think Captain's Wheel is really good. It's basically like Anchor. So there's like a boat theme there with 3 relics that go off on turn 1, 2, and 3. And we already have the anchor, which starts off at turn 1, and Captain's Wheel starts off at turn 3 and gives us block. And there's also a Horned Cleat, which starts off at turn 2 and gives us block. Really good relic. Again, we're at the weakest in the early game, in the first 3 turns, so really useful. I think I can fight the heart though with this deck, so I don't necessarily want to take it. What to do? Why not? We should be able to win against these 2 anyway, even without the healing. So let's just take that. Biased cog for sure. Master of Strategy. Capacitor, Rainbow. I mean, these turns just play themselves. It's literally just play everything that you can possibly play. We do have to be careful on not to run into issues with our Velvet Choker, so that is something that we should be thinking about whilst playing our turns. We already have a little bit of block here now, so Orichalcum is no longer going to block for us. So actually playing block right here is useful. So we are going to take some damage here. And that should be the fight. GG. Ancient Tea set. Get some extra stuff at the beginning of the turn. I don't think I want the Blessing of the Forge actually. But that is something that I didn't realize yet, is that we need to use our potions now since we have White Beast statue. Maybe the reinforced body here would not be bad, but I think it's a little bit late for that. Maybe not. Maybe it's good because of Choker. Nah, let's just skip it. I think our deck is really good the way it is right now. So I think we can lose the energy potion to obtain a relic. We get potions like there's no tomorrow. That is a really useless potion, I think, unless there is something like a curse in this question mark. So I'm gonna take this route over here. Do we actually want to upgrade anything anymore? I don't think we do actually. So maybe taking this route right here with 2 question marks, where we can maybe use our Omamori, is a little bit more useful. So I'm gonna do this. This is a really tough battle, but I think with the potions that we have, we should be able to manage. Oh man, the Master of Strategy turn 1 is so good. Let's play some chill and Master of Strategy. Capacitor. Electro. And then a rainbow or a force field. For the rainbow I also evoke these two, so I get a little bit more block, and then I almost full block. With force field I do full block. I do have electrodynamics in play already, so I don't think I need any more damage right now. I think I'm just gonna play this. Maybe the buffer there would have been good as well. Not sure. I would like to find some bios cogs, please. Oh, thank you so much. So again, playing 2 defense here is better than the 1 or Calcum. The only thing you have to watch out for here is choker, so that you are able to play the 2 defense. And yeah, just gonna full block again, and this fight actually made us heal, which is really, really nice. Yeah, GG. Iria, absolutely useless. Not gonna take another self-repair, but I am gonna take another cool-headed. The capacity potion is also really useful for us. Okay, early electroform, echo form. Really nice. I am gonna defend here since I want to keep my health up. And this would only block for 12. Electrodynamics doesn't really do anything. Oh, maybe I can play Electro actually, because that would evoke this this Frost Orb, and that way I would also be safe. I'm gonna do that. Why not? And then just focus on these orbs here to do the damage. We have to play something here because otherwise we would run into issues with our White Beast statue. So I think I'm going to use this against the heart. So I'm going to play the oh, that's really sick. I'm going to play the a double echo form, and now we can actually play another thing twice, which is probably going to be the biased cog. I think it's going to be the biased cog. Biased cog is just so good here. Now I'm going to play the rainbow also twice. But here, as you can see here, Velvet Choker is now going to go off. So this is something that we have to keep in mind as well. That we can't just play cards like a maniac. We have to think about, especially the Velvet Choker. We do have enough block already, so I'm going to play... Oof. I mean, I think it's really easy here. I think it's just double capacitor, double bias cog, double darkness, and that way we have all of these dark orbs set up for us to deal so much damage. Now it's just gonna be generate orbs. Oh, and play double self repair. Very nice. Okay, so we have a lot of block now, and we're gonna keep all of it because, or most of it, because of calipers. And yeah. Let's just do some rainbow action and just see the giant head explode. So this is Horn Cleat, the one I was telling you about earlier. It almost does the same as Anchor, but then on turn 2, so it just gives us 14 block on turn 2. Really, really good relic. Oof, multicast here is really sick. Glacier would also be good. I think I'm still gonna go multicast. Multicast works really well with Echo Form because it's an X skill, so it means that you evoke the orbs depending on how much energy you still have. And with Echo Form, you actually, let's say you play multicast when you have 5 energy and you have Echo Form in play. It's going to take that 5 energy, evoke your rightmost orb with 5 energy, and then do it again on the next orb with 5 energy. So works really, really well with Echo Form. So we got a speed potion, that's really nice. I really hope that we can find an artifact potion with our Entropic Brew. transform a card. That can be a strike. Like anything is better than what we have already, and that is actually quite decent. I really like drawing cards, so I don't care about the burn in my deck. Right here we have to recall since we want to find the heart afterwards. And let's take these boys down. Not a great starting hand. We do start off with 7 energy, that's nice, but apart from that, yeah, this is just not it. No draw cards, no nothing, so yeah, definitely gonna be a rough one. Play chills and dual cast to get full block, and then I'm gonna play the buffer preemptively for next turn. Yeah, not a great start, but I think as soon as we have electrodynamics in play, what? As soon as we have electrodynamics in play, we should be golden. Actually, I'm gonna play Echo Form here and not play the biased cogs. I know it may seem, or am I gonna play Echo Form double? So, I have a buffer charge, and I already blocked for 14 due to my Horn Cleat. This attack does 13 times 2, so the first one is going to be blocked completely, and the second one will be blocked by the buffer charge. I can just play Echo Form here, and probably get away with that until all of these cards come back around. And with all of these cards, I mean mainly the biased cogs. Do I want to play some of them? Do I want to play these biased cogs already, or do I want to play? I think we have to play one. No, maybe even both of them. Because if I play, let's say I play electrodynamics now, they don't do any damage without the biased cogs. So I think playing the biased cogs here is the right thing to do. This may bite us in the butt, but yeah, we'll see. So I have to remember that this card is going to be played twice due to the Echo Form. Oh, no. Let's play double capacitor into a Master of Strategy just to see what we can get. Get this going, get this. Get a lot of defense with our force field, which costs 0. Absolutely insane. And that is also the end of our turn because of the Velvet Choker. So that's a little bit of an anti-synergy with the Master of Strategy, which enables you to play more and more cards. So I think more Dark Orbs here is good. We can play 3 more cards. I think I'm going to play another Doom and Gloom. We don't need to defend here. Our Calcum will block together with the rest of the things, and we still had the buffer charge as well. I'm going to play the Self Repair here twice because we are probably going to take some damage here soon. Yeah, there we go. We already are. So playing the 2 biased cogs early may have actually been a mistake. But yeah, now we are going to be able to deal some damage. Good. So now we are going to be able to do lots of damage with all of these orbs. But yeah, the damage is gonna go down pretty soon. And this is what I was talking about earlier with multicast being really good together with Echo Form, because here we can do something like this. And then this orb is going to be evoked, and yeah, that's going to be that fight. So yeah, multicast and Echo Form, really good combo. Let's see, 951, and now let's fight the heart. So we do have a few potions here that we can use in the fight against the against these Act 4 elites. So let's see what we want to do there. Maybe upgrading Echo Form is decent here. I think it's either multicast or Echo Form. I think Echo Form is so good that I really want to be able to play it. So I think I want to be able to play this at all costs. So I should just... I don't think I want to let this get around. I think I want to play this when I get it, just right off the bat. So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna upgrade the multicast. I just have to be careful when I'm drawing cards that I don't draw Echo Form. Or if I do draw it, then I have to be able to play it as well. So still no Panacea or something. So that's quite unfortunate. I was really hoping that we get some some artifact charges, because those are really useful with the bias cogs. I think I'm just gonna card remove here and get the Frozen Eye. Frozen Eye lets us see our draw pile, or the order of our draw pile, which is really useful since we know when we are going to draw the biased cog then, and we can really, or like all of our cards, and we can really plan ahead. Let's remove this last strike. I think it's pretty useless at this point. And then buy the Frozen Eye. Anything else? Sweeping Beam? Yeah, no. I would rather not. We are gonna get one potion from this fight, so we should be we should focus on using at least one potion this fight. Let's see some more cards. Ay. Okay, there's a biased cog. I don't think I want to play Go for the Eyes here because I'm already full blocked, and I do have a Velvet Choker, so you can only play 3 more cards. Let's see, what is in our draw pile? I think A. So next turn we're gonna draw Echo Form and Electrodynamics. I'm not sure we can play that next turn. Maybe we should play a block card then next turn. A block potion, I mean. Or actually what we can do is get some cool-headed action going for us. I didn't think about the draw of the cool-headed, I have to admit. But this is actually not too bad, because now we can start damaging them as well. Yeah, we're already full blocked, so that's that is not an issue. But next turn, they're gonna do a lot of damage to us. Oof. Echo Form for sure. Cool-headed Defend, or do I play a buffer? What do I get? I get 6. I get 20. 26. Yeah, I think I'll just play Block Potion and a Defend. This is almost gonna block everything. So now we have the thingy in play, the Echo Form. So I'm gonna double play the Biased Cog, I think. And then Chill and Darkness to pretty much kill all of them. This thing is gonna be killed anyway, so I want to focus on this one, and this one is also dead. Good, GG. Did take a little bit of damage there, 5 damage, not too bad, but also not the greatest. Letter Opener, not really gonna be that useful, but I'm definitely gonna take another Echo Form, especially with the potions that we have, so useful right now. Oh, and we get it turn 1. Okay, yeah, this fight is over. I mean, literally, there's almost nothing that we can do this fight to make us lose this. Gonna drink the Potion of Capacity since there's no better turn to do it. I'm also gonna play the Fire Potion right off the bat. The heart has a invincibility frame after 300 hit points on Ascension 1. So we cannot deal more than 300 hit points in one single turn. Doesn't matter if we have more damage than that. So dealing 20 damage now, when we are pretty weak, is the right call there. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Echo Form. And I think I'm gonna play the... maybe I'm gonna play the Buffer, actually. I'm not sure. Maybe... the Buffer might be really useful against the big attack, so I'm gonna play this for now. I'm not sure whether we can keep this Buffer charge though, so that's really unfortunate that it has. Oof. This is a really bad hand. Okay, we can deal with this. Echo Form into double Rainbow. And then, since we have nothing else to do, we are gonna play double multicast. So the Buffer charge in the end was completely useless. It is what it is. So I'm gonna play the Speed Potion here and drink the Entropic Brew to completely refill my my potions. Gonna play the Ritual. I mean, it's literally like we can play so many things right here, right? I don't want to do this because this actually counts to our Velvet Choker, so this is probably going to be a useless potion for us. But we can double play the Biased Cog. We can double play the Chill here. Double play the Zap. There's so many things for us to do. I don't think it really matters at this point what we do really. We're gonna take some damage, but like it's negligible to the damage that we are gonna be doing. Double defense, darkness. Why not? Double self-repair. We only have 8 more thingies here. What's it called? So we need to be a little bit careful now that I think about it. Double capacity. Maybe we should be more careful than I'm thinking we should be. Okay. Are we gonna kill this thing? Ay. We definitely need some cool headeds. But if I double play this, then all of our dark orbs are gonna be gone. So. Oh yeah, we can see our draw pile, right? So we know what we're gonna be drawing. And the thing I want most, I think, is the recursion. So I want to get to that as soon as possible. Without evoking these. So next turn we're gonna draw recursion. And we still have 1 biased cog. Are we gonna live this turn though? Yeah, we can double play Force Field actually. Oof. Again, taking some damage. Can I actually play this? I'm really curious now. Because I do want to play... I don't want to play that, but... I do want to play that. Let's actually try. I've never done this. Oh! Okay. Oh, that's a big mistake. Oh, I didn't know it worked like that. Okay, we may lose this hard now. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, sure. Why not? Ay. That may have been a mistake. Multicast. Gonna play that double, just to get some damage on the enemy. Ay, 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 ay. We may have needed to play the Vice Cog there to deal more damage next turn. So this turn right here. Ay, ay, ay. I think we're dead. I think we're actually dead. I didn't think this was possible, to be honest. So it has 2 artifact charges, so even playing Go for the Eyes doesn't really do anything. Oh, that is really unfortunate. Dual cast. Yeah, we're never gonna do 140 damage, I think. I'm gonna try, but I don't think it's possible for us to deal 140 damage. And there's also, I don't think it's possible for us to... Okay, maybe multicast. Oh. 8, 16, 24. Nah, it's not even gonna be close, eh? I am still gonna play it, but I don't think it's gonna be close to what we need to. Okay, it's pretty close, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Okay, it is gonna be close, but yeah. Okay, so that one test there with the elixir basically cost us the win against the heart. It doesn't really matter. So on this ascension level, I just want to focus on getting the unlocks for this character, and just being able to get a win for the next ascension level. That's my main focus. I don't care about the win against the heart that much. That's also why I wanted to try it. If I wanted to play it safe, I could have. Okay, 3 pretty decent cards. I've really began to like Turbo, just because it gets you that little bit of energy that you need to get the early game going. Sundra is a really good early game card, and Meteor Strike is a very, very situational card that can give you a lot of energy if you do manage to find some, let's say, a Snecko Eye or something like that. Sundra as well, really good card with Snecko Eye. But yeah, that's it for this run. Thanks for watching, and as always, next time we are going to be playing the Watcher on Ascension 1, and we're basically just going to go through the whole, like, just play them one at a time for the foreseeable future, to until we basically get to a point where we have everything on Ascension 20. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you enjoy this type of content, then give me a follow on Twitch. If you do find me on YouTube, then give me a like and subscribe, and comment down below if I could have done anything differently, except for the elixir at the end. You know, I kind of knew that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.